You're listening to an archived Cabral Concept podcast. After listening to this show, check out the most up-to-date podcasts available at stephencabral.com/podcasts or search directly on iTunes. And now, welcome to the Cabral Concept, where board-certified naturopath and integrative health practitioner Dr. Stephen Cabral shares how he was diagnosed at the age of 17 with a life-altering illness and given no hope for recovery. It was only after studying and traveling all over the world did he discover how to combine ancient Ayurvedic healing practices with state-of-the-art naturopathic and functional medicine to fully rebalance the body and re-energize it with life. It's time to discover how to get well, lose weight, and finally feel alive again. And now, here's your host, Dr. Stephen Cabral.
And today on a Training Thursday edition, I'm about to teach you right now how to take whatever workout you're doing right now and take it up a notch, take it up another level. And so again, we have a lot of personal trainers actually asking questions on how can they design better programs for not only themselves, but their clients. But I really believe that anyone and everyone should have this knowledge so that you can put it into practice. Plus, when you're reading through magazines, when you're looking online, you can say, is this a well-designed program or not? And how can I take the program that I just saw and make it that much better? So let's talk about that right now. One thing, and this edition came about because I work with a really great client of mine, and he does workouts on his own on the weekend, and he likes to design them on his own. He has enough knowledge, he has enough education to be able to put it into practice. And I love that he's taking ownership of his own health and his own fitness. And so I like him and I want him to design his own programs. So what he does is he designs it. He comes in and he tells me what he's doing. And so he always asks me, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? And we've been working together for quite a number of years. And so what I do is I just give him some feedback. And typically it's like 90% perfect. It's really, really great. He's taking the principles that we've talked about on this show and he's putting them into practice, and he knows how to work out. So I have no worries, no issues with him doing these specific things. Of course, I like to give him a hard time now and then about the exercises he chooses. But, it's also, it should be a fun thing. When you're working out on the weekend, you're going to a gym, maybe have a little extra time. That's what I like doing. I like having a little bit of fun, enjoying myself, doing some exercises I might not typically do as part of my program. So here's the advice that I give him to take his workouts up that next level and to make them that much better. Typically, the only issues I have when people are designing programs once they've learned the exercises to choose is that they're just not putting them in the correct order. So meaning that they're picking arm, like bicep and tricep exercises, which are fine to do. There's a time and a place to do them. And if you're doing a fun workout, there's nothing wrong with doing them. Just know that it's not going to be a great metabolic-based exercise, but there's nothing wrong with doing them if you want to work on your arms and you enjoy doing them. And I know that this particular client does. So what I would say is this. The problem is you just don't want to have these smaller single joint exercises towards the beginning of your workout, and I'm going to give you some examples, or you don't want to put them in the beginning of a superset or the beginning of a triset or the beginning of a circuit. Again, once you know the rules, you can break all the rules. But for right now, we're going with the basics, the fundamentals. And so what I want to teach you and tell you about is this. When you're designing your workouts, let's just talk about a dumbbell curl or a tricep cable press down. You wouldn't want to put those in the beginning of your workout because they're going to fatigue the secondary muscles, so your biceps and triceps, which are then going to be used for larger exercises like a chest press or a lat pull down or a row or something like that. So now again, once you know the rules, you can break those rules and pre-fatigue them, as we call it. But that's far and few between. You don't do many workouts like that. So what we're talking about is this. You don't want these small muscle groups to get too tired too fast before your bigger exercises, because your bigger exercises like the chest presses and the pull-ups and the lat pull downs and the rows are the ones that are more metabolic and get you better results. So what do? We say, well, it's not that you can't do the bicep curls and you can't do the tricep press downs. You can, but just put them towards the end of your workout. So the beginning of your workout would be the larger leg exercises and the larger upper body exercises. So anything like your squats, your deadlifts, your lunges, and your step-ups. And then it might be your chest presses or shoulder presses and lat pull downs and pull-ups or rows. And once you get those done, and you could do your core exercises like chops and planks and those types of moves, then what I call, it's called the icing on the cake. And then at the end of the workout, you can do your abs and you can do your arms. You can do all the fun stuff that you want at the end. That's working a relatively small amount of muscle And again, could be done at the end because it's not going to affect any other part of your workout. Plus, it's kind of like a reward. You get to do the fun stuff at the end if you put in the real work in the beginning. And those are all the harder exercises that a lot of people don't like to do. But keep in mind, there's typically a reason why you don't like to do them. And that's because they're harder. They're more challenging. And the more challenging ones work more muscle. Keep that in mind. And when you work more muscle, it doesn't mean you're going to bulk up, but it does mean you're going to burn more calories during the workout, but you're going to get a greater metabolic after effect. And that means you're going to burn more calories post-workout. And all of that does matter. So again, whenever I'm working with my client to make those small tweaks here and there, all I'm saying is you want to take this smaller exercise that's a single joint exercise, which means working just one joint at a time, like a bicep curl, a tricep press down, which is working just that elbow joint. The shoulder is stationary, okay? And I would say put those towards the end. Let us do the larger ones first, like I was talking about before. The compound movements like the step-ups or lunges or squats or deadlifts and the chest presses and shoulder presses and rows and pull-ups, all those good ones. I'm going to keep hammering those exercises home because those are the ones that transform your body, not the little guys. Again, that's the icing on the cake at the end. So nice quick episode today. Hope you did enjoy that. And just, again, when you're looking at a workout online or you're looking at a workout in a magazine, you now know if that workout is going to get you the most metabolic bang for your buck. Thank you again for tuning into the Cabral Concept.
Ever wonder what the best sauna, blue blockers, sleep trackers, wake lights, salt lamps, or other health gadgets are? Or what about the top non-toxic mattresses, sheets, soaps, bath products, toothpaste, and cookware? Or would you like to know the cleanest choices for hemp parts, meal delivery services, supplements, and much more? I personally curated, researched, and now created a resource page of all of my top picks that continues to grow each week. These are the exact products I use in my own life, with my family, in my private practice, and they're the ones I trust. To find out all of my up-to-date recommendations and all the details, simply head on over to stephencabral.com/resources.